Can't see what's on this motherfucking TV, man.
I'm sorry.
Motherfucking cable off. Shit, I'm making. Hey, bring me something to drink. Yeah, the motherfucking crazy horse do. That'll work. Damn, shit on this motherfucker. Oh shit, what the fuck is this?
Good evening and welcome to Our Take on the Breaks, a weekly hip-hop podcast hosted by myself, T. Vance, BK Short, and Brian Hatch, or Glenn Sims, or whoever decides to step in for hosting purposes when Hatch or Glenn's not here, but Glenn's watching baseball games and Hatch is finding old beer cans in his golf bag. But at this show, we discuss our own point of view about the topics of hip-hop and the music that helped to develop a culture that is celebrated worldwide. Tonight we have a special guest with us. Please welcome RnB.
Yeah.
How's it going?
That motherfucker hot.
What's up, man?
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy RnB. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Young, AKA Chocolate Drip Third.
Is that your name on the weekends?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Or Darky Rex. Or no, it's Jake Powell Driver. Only on Sunday.
That used to be my that was my podcast picture for the longest time, Jake Powell Driver, and when I was what the hell was I again? Jersey Shore dude or whatever. Yeah, that was my picture for a while there. You had your Jerry curl kicking in the picture.
Yep,
Nice.
What was Jersey Shore guys? What was the situation? Oh, you were
You said what? Hello? Oh shit.
Hell yeah, we lost service.
Oh, there you
Oh, I thought I couldn't hear y'all for a minute.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
go. Don't talk too fast, because then it'll your connection will bleed.
Okay, that's probably what it is.
You got that? You got that Metro PCS?
No, the one I'm on right now is Sprint.
Oh, Sprint's alright. You should be alright with Sprint.
Yeah, my tablet is Sprint.
Hell
My
yeah.
phone is Metro PC.
So, alright, so, we're going to start off by kind of talking about R&B a little bit. R&B is a hip-hop R&B artist out of Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Home of the Braves.
Been doing music for many, many years. Used to be affiliated with the Lynx Connect. I mean, still affiliated, but most of the Lynx Connect have retired from music for a little bit. But, might be making a comeback here soon, coming out of geriatrics if we can. Basically, R&B, this podcast is, it's about hip-hop history, hip-hop in general, the culture and everything. And,
Our take on it.
Our take on it. And, we wanted to bring you on because obviously you're family, but to me, you have a different look at hip hop than we do because, you're still actively performing right now and doing things with it. And, I don't know how much you can talk about what you're doing right now, but, you dropped.
Oh.
Call dropped. Dope.
Hello?
There
What's
you
up?
Yeah, my bad. I don't know why you cut off on me. But damn.
You can't use one hand to beat off and one hand to podcast.
For your information, I wasn't because I had I was using both hands to beat off because I had my tablet sitting down. And I don't think I can do you guys' voices. Steve Hansen, maybe. His has a little more sweet tone to it.
Yeah.
I said the same thing last podcast. It's kind of weird, T.
Talk about his voice, man.
I'm like the Barry White of the white game.
Everybody's feeding off to my voice.
Maybe we'll get some listeners now.
Oh.
So yeah, what I was saying before we were cut off, but basically this show is, we started this show to kind of like talk about hip hop culture and our take on the culture and hip hop music and kind of, different things that happened in the past, but also some things that are happening now. And one of the reasons that we wanted to have you on is because you're in it now.
Right.
You obviously are still performing and writing and all that. And I don't know how much you can talk about the things that are going on right now for you. Obviously, we know, but what is like growing up? Like, who were some of the influences that kind of pushed you into music?
Oh man, where do I begin? Well, as far as the singing aspect, I would probably have to say it was Jagged Edge, just because like I was always like the big guy who could sing. So like I didn't look like the actual singers. Like I didn't wear like small pants or like suits or nothing. Like I dressed like one of like the regular guys who I hung around.
Yeah.
So when I seen Jagged Edge, they were like the first group I had seen that had like the baggy clothes. They had the big chains, they had the tattoos, stuff like that. So I was like, well, if they can sing and nobody said anything, then I could do it too. And also, my brother had got me onto UGK when I was younger. And I had seen Pimp C used to sing and rap, and I didn't know that. And so that was the first time I had seen like somebody who was like that from the hood that could sing and rap. So I was like, well, if he can do it, then I know I can do it. So
I got a pocket full of stones.
Right. One day here, baby, and then you're gone. The next day you're gone. That was kind of a depressing song. It was still sweet. I mean, I got all types of influence when it comes to music because I listen to, every type of music. Even I went to go to a Slayer concert with T Vance. That was different.
I think we talked about that in one of our podcasts, and
I don't think we really broached that subject, but yeah.
We didn't go too far into it, but yeah, I mean, I think that's a good thing as an artist to kind of listen to different stuff like that, and I think you pick up a lot of not only different sounds, but also, especially seeing people in concert and stuff like that, you kind of see different ways to to rock the mic and how different people approach it, I guess.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
I think especially like when you're a writer, like I write my own songs, so I like listening to all types of music because it gives me a different perspective on how to write a song, so I don't always sound like the same.
Hell yeah. So when you get in the writing process, how do you how do you start? Do you start by writing a hook, or do you start by writing your verse first, or listen to the beat? Like, what's your process?
Honestly, it's really like I listen to the beat, and then I close my eyes, I kind of start vibing to it for a little bit, and if I feel like, it all depends on like whatever emotion I get out of the beat. Like sometimes I'll hear a beat and make me want to rap, sometimes I hear the beat and make me want to sing, and the chorus is usually the best way to start just because it's kind of like the backbone of it, and then you just kind of build around it. So if I can start with the chorus, I will, but sometimes like I have a tendency to jump around. So I'll start off doing the chorus, but then like I'll start thinking about the verse at the same time. So I end up changing it. I started and actually started writing like the verse at the same time. And then it all I don't know, it kind of just like it all comes together. Like once I start getting like a nice little vibe going, then it all just kind of goes together.
Do you write most of your stuff like at the crib, or do you? I mean, because like a lot of people will wear like headphones or at their job or whatever and kind of listen to a beat that way. I mean, is it a little bit of both, or?
But no, I get ideas at work. Like when I'm on the line, I listen to some music. I listen to like some beats that somebody will send me, and then I start just kind of like getting ideas, and I'll start either writing it down or I'll type it into my phone. Not necessarily the song, but just like an idea for the song. And then I don't actually write till I get into the studio. just because I feel like by then, I like to have the same vibe and the same emotions that I got when I'm actually writing. And sometimes when you write a song too early and then you're going to perform it or you try to go, record it, it don't have that same feeling to it.
I used to work in the factories, and when you're in a place like that, like doing the same thing literally 400 times a day, and it just gets so repetitive.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat. Unfortunately, back then we weren't allowed to like wear headphones and shit like that, and back then I didn't have like the little earpieces that you could plug in, that were kind of incognito and stuff like that. So, but I would do the same thing when I wouldn't have beats to write to, but I would get ideas in my head, and I would have a pen and a paper nearby. Because I didn't have smartphones and shit back then, but same thing. I would just start writing down ideas, writing lyrics.
How old are you?
So he was scribbling on some rock.
I was chiseling it with stones.
We had a typewriter right next to me. I would sit back and get some white out just in case I fucked up.
Nice.
He's definitely right though, man. You're in the plant and it's just the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's like music, honestly, it keeps me from like, I'm gonna say something real fucked up. Music makes me, keep me from losing my mind. I'll just say that.
Yeah, when you're in the plant, it's like you're just, like I said, you're doing that same thing all day long, every day, and it's after a while, like you gotta keep your mind busy, otherwise you're gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
The factory work is not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's really not. Physically, I know I'm like definitely built for it. Weirdly enough. Like, I haven't got, thank God, I haven't got any, like, injuries or nothing. Like, I know some people that have been there less time than me, and they already, like, having arthritis problems and this problem.
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't had any of those problems, but mentally, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going fucking crazy. Which is always awesome.
But
as long as you put that in your music, then it's okay.
If you got that creative outlet.
Right. Oh, it definitely is. I want to actually do, like, a TV show based on the plant.
Yeah, so many people that
work in the plant. So many people work in the plant. And there's so many different personalities that people don't think about that. Like, everybody will watch that show.
Yeah, it's crazy. So many different elements.
Dear Lord.
So, what do you think, like, as far as concerts and stuff? I don't know. I mean, we've asked this question to pretty much everybody that's been on, but what's like your best concert that you've been at? And you could be hip hop or whatever, but who is your best person that you kind of was like, man, I need to rock it like that person?
Oh, that's a good one. It's either between, and I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100. Either between, as far as like performance wise, I went to a Pink concert and we were. Brian, shut up! I know you about to say something smart.
No, Pink's.
We were like right on the floor. Yeah, like we were like right on the floor. And man, she just rocked that shit. Like I couldn't even believe how, number one, how fine she was, and she had like a bikini. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but like, dog, she like literally did a good ass show. Like, and just like her dancing and everything, like she had people laughing and stuff. But also, I would have to say Jeezy, Young Jeezy, when I was at his concert, like Jeezy is one of the few people I can say who I've seen who are not from Detroit, but he gets so much love in Detroit where he's on stage by himself. He got this big ass chain on, and he's like hanging over the crowd, the chain smacking people in the face. They just taking it like they don't even care, and nobody like tries to grab it. He's on stage, but he has nobody back there or nothing. And I was like, dude, to get that much love, that shit just tripped me out.
Yeah.
And just how he barely had to rap his song. He could just, as soon as the beat dropped, everybody rap his songs for him.
Everybody knows all the lyrics.
Yeah. Every lyric. And then Jay-Z too, because Jay-Z old as shit, but he was still rocking it.
Oh yeah. And it probably didn't hurt either that everybody probably thought you looked like him there when you were at the concert.
Right. That's what I told people that what was that, the Wood Nickel? An African dude came up to us, said he thought I was Young Jeezy.
Yep. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I had one boy that looked like Ludacris and one that looked like Jeezy.
Now I get everything. I went from Young Jeezy to Lamont.
Shout out to Walter.
The mighty have fallen. Right.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, like you said about Pink. I mean, Pink's obviously not hip hop, but I mean, she was worked with a lot of hip hop artists, and I think it's because people respect her because she's a workhorse, man. I mean, you see the show she puts on, and it's just like, damn, this girl puts everything.
Lord, yeah.
Yeah, it's a performance.
So, yeah. Yeah, she's definitely good. I mean, and like you said, she's not bad on the eyes either. So that doesn't.
And I will say,
doesn't
honestly,
hurt.
like Slayer too. Like being at the Slayer concert, like these guys are old as shit, and they're still like they got like there were like kids there that were just going crazy over these dudes. And like for my man to be able to still sound like that at that age,
Yeah.
knowing like all the drugs and alcohol he's probably consumed, I'm like, dude, that shit is crazy. Because his voice doesn't sound anything like how he like sings.
Yeah, especially screaming and I mean,
Yeah,
that's a different kind of art form, man, for sure. I mean,
definitely is. I really like the instruments though. Just like how they was playing that shit, just the energy that comes off of it is fucking crazy. I was head nodding and everything.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Did you get in the mosh pit at all?
No.
No, T-Man saved me. My dumb ass had thought about it, and he was like, dude, I don't think it's smart. Because every time, he told me, he said, every time a new group comes up, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it did. The first group, it wasn't really nothing. By the time the second group, it started spreading out. And by the time Slayer came up there, that whole floor was going fucking nuts.
Yeah. That's
Smelled like sweat and garlic down here.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was real bad.
It's a bunch of ball sweat splashing
That's
everywhere.
yeah.
It was.
Nice.
Because you know there's that one guy who just like, I'm not washing my ass because I'm just going to be sweating anyway.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
His hair did like a line of heroin and just went to town.
I literally think Rodney described it at that night when we were leaving. That it smelled like weed and balls in that place.
Nice. I mean, let's be honest though. Most concerts kind of smell that way.
Yeah, but that was a little different though, because most concerts are usually just weed, just because everybody's talking about it. This is like UFC fighting with rock and roll playing in the back. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like they were like literally like they were friendly doing like somebody fall on the ground, they pick them up and shit.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like nobody got hurt, but it was just like a lot of pushing and just sweating, facial hair. It was weird. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, dude, I can
DNA splashing everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not my scene. But I like watching it. I'm just not going to be part of that.
See, if I did it, I would think like up notch. I would like piss on my hands first and then jump out there. I would like piss on myself while I was out there. just really go crazy. Like lose any type of inhibition that you got.
Just shit yourself and.
Right. Because as crazy as it was going, I'm like, dude, at some point it's gonna be a dick coming out. I guarantee it. Because it was like we saw like a shoe go up in the air, and there was like a random hoodie flew around. It was, man. I said, watch, there's gonna be a dick out any minute. I guarantee it.
That's when the mosh pit stops.
No, it doesn't.
Right.
That dude just pulled his dick out.
Yeah. Do a line off of it. Like what? What just happened here? Where did it go?
Oh shit. So RnB has 2 albums. I mean, you've got many songs that you've done in the past with the Links Connect and solo stuff that you did. But you have 2 albums. One's called Bipolar, one's called Lion King.
Yeah, glad to get them 2 hot albums.
Yeah, they're both out cold albums.
Where could our listeners find those?
You can find them on anywhere that you get your music online, whether it be iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, a couple local mom and pop shops. You can call me up. I might be able to give it to you. For the ladies, if you would like, I'll give you a little more than a CD and let you see this D. You feel me?
Nice.
But no, just anywhere. Like I said, you go online, you can get it. Even on Xbox Live, which is dope. My son accidentally see me when he was playing the game. He was like, "Yeah, I saw your face on here." I was like, "What?" And then he showed it to me. I said, "Oh shit, that's dope."
That's cool.
So when you went in and started making Bipolar, which is your first album, what
Right.
I mean, you worked on it because I remember you gave me a copy of it like way before it came out, and I was like, damn, this shit is dope as hell. And I mean, I told you that probably 50 times because I really did. I mean, I listened to that CD, like I wore holes in it. I listened to it so much.
I remember that, yeah.
But like when you recorded that with, was it Flawless?
Yep, Flawless from the Olympics.
And I mean, going into that, I mean, that had to have been kind of, almost a little nerve wracking because, the Olympics they've got a good track record with their music and especially in Michigan and stuff like that. But you know, when you went into that, were you know, what was your feeling towards like, okay, I know I got to make this hard as hell album. I know it's got to be an album that's going to be like, all right, these people are going to be loving every song on it. And I mean, to me, it's like when you listen to that album, it's good because it's not just all hip hop. You know, I mean, you really start singing songs, but like your songs are really well written, you know. So, I mean, I always say that half of your songs should be on a Tyler Perry movie. So,
I appreciate that, I think.
Which I think is a compliment. So,
right.
But, yeah, so like, what did, you know, going into that situation, like, how was it when you guys recorded and stuff? Was, I mean, the feedback and stuff from him, or was that just like, damn, dude, you're killing it, or?
Well, the first song that we did, which was Excuse Me, I was a little bit nervous because, you know, it's that first time working with a producer. You don't know if he's going to feel you. You got to get like a good vibe going.
Yeah.
And I told him to make me a beat, and I think I told him like I want like a smooth beat or something like that. And he just happened to make that one, and it was real dope. So I just started writing that, and I recorded it actually right there. And probably about like the third song in, me and him, we had such like a good just chemistry with each other that it was simple. Like I write about stuff that I know.
Yeah.
So it's not really hard to like write a song.
Yeah.
I just basically keep it about stuff that I know. And just whatever I was going through at that time, I just kept writing songs about this, writing songs about that. I think about things from my past. And when I write, like when I do my albums, I make sure I don't listen to the radio at all because I don't want to like copy nothing out here on there or make myself feel like this is what I need to write because this is what's being played on the radio right now. So that's why, like, if you actually listen to the album at the time and hear the stuff that's on the radio at that time, it's nothing like that.
Yeah,
and I purposely make sure I do that.
It can definitely have an influence on you, positive or negative, but.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's a good formula to do it too. You know, like, I mean, because I have heard things that I'm like, okay, that sounds like something. You know, when I listen to Bipolar, you know, and especially, I mean, we did music together for a long time, so not hearing what you were working on for a while, and then when you gave me that CD, I was like, damn, like, you know, I was like, wow, he's really stepped his game up, and for me, it's funny because like when we lived together, there was days where, like, I remember one day you were just like, B, I'm going in the studio, and you walked in the studio and you were in there for like an hour, and you came out and you were like, I got 3 tracks done. I was like, and I'm thinking, okay, these, you know, 3 tracks in an hour, I don't know what these are going to sound like, but I sat down and listened to them, and I was like, damn, all right, you know, and I mean, that's hard to do. That's hard to come up with a hook that people can follow and lyrics that actually mean something. You know, I mean, a lot of people can put stuff together and throw it on a beat, but to actually make it into a song that actually means something is not easy. You know, so yeah, you're doing a good job about that for sure, especially on that Bipolar. But
I think we all made songs that meant something too. You know, we had the Michigan song, we had Going Insane. We had a lot of songs. I mean, you know, we had some songs that were definitely probably strictly for radio. You know, we had Do You Want to Ride? Everybody loved that fucking song.
Yeah, they did. I still have people ask me about that track.
The only thing that I was scared about that song, I thought if that song would have ever like actually came out, like it would have been so huge that we would have never topped that. We would have never came close to that. Because that would have been like that song that they would have played, like it would have been like Who Let the Dogs Out. It got played all the fucking time. To the point like where we just like, that's the only song we have.
We would have been
nothing ever came next to that.
Old as hell, still singing that. Yeah, I remember
one.
We did a show at I think it was the Blind Pig, and we were doing it with this Caribbean band, and they had
Nickel.
Yeah, Wood Nickel. And they didn't like advertise for us at all. And when we got there, we were all excited and stuff, and we got in there, and there was like 4 people in there. And I remember I looked at Rodney, and he looked at me, and we were like, all right, we're still going to rock this. Like, there's like 1 million people in here, you know? So we did our whole set, you know, we killed it, I think. And then these 2 wait staff that were there came up, and they said, I'd buy your CD if it came out. And I was just like, wow. You know, that's one of those moments where you're like, and I mean, for you, it's got to be, like, damn, you know, you've come a long way. So
I remember hearing a lot of positive stuff that night, actually, from people as well. Like after the words, when we were sitting down and mingling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean,
I think lots of all those shows that we did.
Yeah, there was.
We did some that were real good, and then we did some that were just, why did we do this?
Yeah, some
like
were really bad.
The Adrian show on Mexican night. Whose idea was that? I have no idea. They looked at us like we had lost our minds and we were even there.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get stabbed that night.
Yeah, I did too. They looked at us like we were pieces of shit. I'm like, why are we here? And right before we come on, they're playing Selena. And then here we come on like, hey, what's going on? Where's the Links Connect? We're going to interrupt everything you guys are doing right now and just rock this bitch.
We're going to play stuff we like.
Right. I don't know if you guys even speak English, but fuck it. We're going to make it work.
Hope you like our choruses, because that's all you can understand.
Right.
Comprende?
They might have liked that Mamacita song if we did it.
Yeah, that would probably have been it. And then they probably like, you guys are saying it wrong.
Oh shit! Yeah, there was some questionable shows, but we did. I remember we were talking about this a couple weeks ago. We did this show out in Brooklyn, and there was like nobody there, and we were getting ready to leave, and all of a sudden, like the whole bar filled up. And I remember,
the Old Town Bar and Grill.
Yeah, you remember that? And
yeah.
like we killed it, and I just remember feeling like, okay, we're steadily going up, and then we didn't do a show for like 3 months after that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that kind of stuff builds character in a way, and
it definitely do. It's just fan dudes. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, and you always have to go into it no matter what the situation is. Like there's a huge crowd there, and I mean, everything's practice, so I mean, you never know when you're going to be standing in front of 30,000 people, and it's kind of like one of those things where, okay, you can't get up on stage and freak out because you got all these people in front of you. So if you keep on doing it and learning the craft a little bit more, then it just becomes second nature to you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Plus, you got
it definitely helped me a lot better with my performances. I'm going to pee right now. I'm sorry, guys. I was going to try to hold it. But this is live, so it's going to happen right now.
Hey, when you got to go, you got to go.
Right.
Just don't fart.
I don't know if you guys want to start talking over it. Yeah, I was almost going to, but I was like, I don't want to do all that. I'm my first time out.
That's a little bit much.
Let me ease into that.
So the other album that RnB has is The Lion King. It's been out for, I think, about 6 months, maybe?
6 months now, yep.
Yeah. And another solid ass album, man. I mean, the songs on that album are different from Bipolar, but there's a lot of good stuff on that album as well. And the thing that I like about your albums is there's not a ton of other people on the songs. It's just you on most of the stuff. So that's kind of cool. I mean, a lot of people have to load it with a bunch of guest appearances, and you can just tell that you just went in and put your heart into it. And it was kind of cool when you were actually recording that album, because you would do like little videos, little snippets of some of the songs that you were working on, so kind of giving people a little bit of a little bit of a taste. Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's not like I didn't want other people on my albums. Like, I tried to, but I guess because I don't pretend to be gangsta and pretend like I got 10 kilos under my bed and I'm doing this and doing that. That like I'm not. I guess I'm not like I don't walk around trying like I'm like the big shit. So when I would like ask people, I would get like to run around, and everybody was like, oh, I can't, or I'm busy, I'm this, and I'm this. And then once everything started happening for me, then of course they come out the woodworks now. Now they all on my dick and shit.
Yeah, no,
hey, man, we should definitely do a song together. Right.
Yeah.
So now I'm just
glad
like,
you didn't run to him. Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad you didn't run to him, and that's good. I mean, so for the listeners, I mean, I know you can't say everything, but like, can you tell some of the story of like what you've gone through in the last how many, I don't know, year and a half, I guess, 2 years?
Oh man, well, I've been going back and forth from like LA and other different places, learning more and more about the music business, honestly the other side, realizing that as much as I may love doing music, it's a lot different once you start doing like more of the business aspect and like with lawyers and managers and agents and DJs and, you know, radio personalities and magazines and stuff like that. It changes it a lot because you have to think about a lot more things when you're recording music. And, you know, everybody tells you like, oh, just go in there and, you know, just do what you've been doing. It's like, yeah, but it's not that easy now because you do have to be a little bit more careful with what you say or how you say it, and, you know, who is the listeners and who's going to get it and who's going to hear it and who's going to take something from it. And then also I've been doing stuff with my clothing line, the Lion King clothing line, learning more about like products and, you know, how to sell them and how to even just carry yourself as like a businessman and how to carry yourself, you know, in certain environments and know that when you're around certain people, like how to talk and how to act and how to kind of draw them in, because the thing is you're selling a product to somebody. So in order to sell that product, you have to be able to pull them in. They have to be able to see them getting some type of money in order for people want to invest into you. So may it be something as small as like buying a CD or buying a song off of iTunes. And this past year and a half, being able to like see my songs online, like that's still crazy to me. Or to be able to like look on my sales sheets and see like where my songs are sold like overseas, like in Germany for some reason, like I'm like really hot out there. Like a lot of people playing my songs out there, so like seeing stuff like that, or like seeing me being hot in like other states. So it's just been so many things happening. Like honestly, this past year and a half, getting signed and dealing with everything with that, and just having just like the politics of it, having like your thinking like it's like, you know, like everybody thinks when you get signed like you're about to become rich, and it's like no, that's not what happens at all. Now the real work begins, because now you got people that want to invest in you. But you have to give them a reason to, and they have to be able to see some type of comeback for what they're going to invest in you. And so that's been because, like,
you know, at the end of the day, when you get signed, it's a development situation. I mean, they want to build you into something big. I mean, they're not just gonna, unless you came out with a song that was, you know, a one hit wonder type of song that people are like, oh man, they just bought into it. You know, you got to build it up, and I mean. I feel like you have songs right now that can take you that way. I mean, you got a song called Loud that's out cold. I mean, it's, you know, and I feel like if that song hits the airways in any way, people are going to be drawn to your other stuff. And once people start listening to your other stuff in your catalog, then it might propel you into that anyways, you know, so you might not even need that part of it, but you know, I think a lot of people, like you said, I think a lot of people think just because you get signed, it's like, oh, you're rich and you're going to be this and that. It's like, no, you have to put the work in still. I mean,
oh yeah, most definitely.
You know,
well, I remember back in the day too, the record labels used to. I don't know if it's still the same way nowadays, but probably not with the way the industry has gone, and record sales aren't peaking like they used to, like 10, 15 years ago. But a lot of artists at first used to get album advances.
Yep.
And then they go blow that shit on whatever, and then their album wouldn't do so hot, and then little did they know when they signed their contracts, they had to pay that shit back.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, they still do it now, but it's a lot smaller than what it used to be.
Yeah.
A lot smaller. And then now it all depends on, even, you know, if you have groundwork already put down. If you already have like a nice amount of fans, you know, already willing to buy into you, that'll also change it. But for the most part nowadays, you know, people don't really buy music anymore. People are just burning it or, you know, getting it off from a friend or something like that. So luckily, me still kind of, you know, being new, people can only buy my songs from what I know online. I don't know, somebody probably bootlegging me right now. I mean, from what I know, I don't think anybody's bootlegging me.
Except for in Germany.
This past year and a half, man, I've lost a lot of, you know, I thought they were friends. I say that. I thought people were my friends. You know, it's you know, the business definitely changes a lot because you realize not everybody can deal with it, from like people that you've known for, you know, a couple of months and a couple of years, and you go for people like cheering you on, to like kind of turning their back on you and stuff like that. So
that sucks.
It's definitely different. It does, but at the same time, I kind of look at it like at the end of the day, when we get that pot of gold, that's less people that hands gonna be in it. So
yeah.
Well, you know, and I think what happens too is, you know, there's just, you know, the definition of hater, but there's just people there's so many people that are just jealous of anybody doing bigger in the world, and it's sad because it's like, get out there and get your own shit, get out there and do something. I mean, it's great to see. To me, I like to see someone like yourself that came from the bottom and is trying to get to the top, opposed to someone who just had it fall in their lap. You know what I mean? Like you've earned your stripes enough to be able to get that, where some of the other people, it's like, oh wow, you just put one verse out and all of a sudden you're blowing up. So it's good to see someone who's been in the game for a while, that's, been doing these little ass shows that we used to do, and, been in my sweatbox studio in my house, trying to put a track out, that's, to me, that's hip hop, that's hip hop, is someone that starts like that and tries to do it that way. And, and you never sugarcoated. I mean, when I first met you, I remember you were more of a singer, and that's where the whole RnB thing came from, because, I was like, dude, why don't you try rapping a little bit more? We kind of started working on that stuff a little bit, and then,
I remember you asked me what my name was. I think I said I was going by Playboy or Rated R, and I think you kind of
Rated R.
laughed at me or some shit.
Yeah.
I think you laughed at me being, the asshole that Brian is sometimes. And then, like, he was like, I think I said, there's already another artist out there with that name. And then you just sat there for a minute, and I don't know where the hell you came up with it from, but you was like, why don't you go by RnB? And I was like, oh shit, that does make sense. It's my initials. But I also want to say thank you, Brian, because everybody thinks my middle name is Nathaniel. I don't know why that's the first thing they go for, but people automatically assume that my middle name is Nathaniel. Not Nick or, Nate. They always go for Nathaniel.
And then you're like, no, it's Tremaine. And they're like, oh.
Right, but there's an N in there, so that's kind of the same.
It could be RTB.
I just explained it in the story. Nah, that would be whack. That sounds like a meal.
Sounds like a wrestler. RTB. Yeah, but I mean, in music in general, man, the competition is so big that you have to find some kind of niche that sets you aside from everybody else, which in your case, I mean, you're doing hip hop and you're doing R&B, which it's kind of like you're your own hook, you're your own hook man, like you sing your own hooks. And you were always, I mean, when we used to record together, you were always the one that would just come up with these amazing hooks, and then it'd be easy for us to write to it, obviously, because it'd be like, damn, but
I was put on record, man. I was Drake before Drake.
For real.
I was rapping way back then. I mean, he was a better rapper than I was at the time, but now I'm like, shoot, he was still on Degrassi Junior High getting shot.
Yeah, he was still in Degrassi High while you were singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Low-key, it's kind of close to Michigan. He might have sold my shit.
So I know you talked, we were talking a couple weeks ago or whatever, and you were saying about, writing for people and stuff like that. Is that something that you're continuing to work on, doing some more ghostwriting type stuff?
Yeah. But not necessarily, not necessarily ghostwriting, but I mean, I would definitely like to write a couple songs for people, if possible.
Yeah.
Trying to get him out there. Justin Bieber, I'm trying to help bring him back. Bring him back down for me to sing.
I don't know why. I was actually going to have a topic about this in one of our upcoming episodes, but I don't know why ghostwriting gets such a bad name. Because I look at things like albums like The Chronic, where you have Dre as a producer. He's probably not a great writer, obviously. So why not give that aspect of the album to somebody else that's more proficient in it? And I don't see Corrupt or somebody really stepping up and being as great as a producer as Dre. So leave that to him, and then all come together as a team and make something that's phenomenal.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think it all depends on who you are as an artist. If somebody say how we went to Royce the 5'9", him and Slaughterhouse, they're known for their lyrics.
Yep.
If we found out somebody else wrote all their lyrics, that would suck, because it would take away from what we thought they were. But as far as Dr. Dre, I definitely understand what you're saying, because Dr. Dre's never come out and say I'm a lyrical person. I mean, even when he was in NWA, it was Ice Cube writing everybody's lyrics.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for something like that, I definitely understand. I just feel like if you're coming out and saying you're a lyrical artist and this is what you do, and then you find out somebody else wrote your lyrics, it's kind of like, well, that's not really you then.
I feel like rap's the only genre out there, though, that actually catches heat for stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, shit, I mean, think about rap's the only genre of music where at 40 years old you're considered old as shit. Rock and roll, country, you know, those other music genres, like you can be, these guys, like the Rolling Stones, those are like 1,006 years old. Like one guy's actually like dead on stage the whole time and he's still going at it.
Keith Richards.
Strings attached to him. And people still go to their concerts.
Yeah, I mean, you look at country.
Do that.
Country, they got people passing out on stage. They're so old.
Right. Like hip hop is the only music genre that when you get somebody like MC Light and like Naughty by Nature, they call it old school. These people are like barely 40.
Yeah.
So like country music, don't ever do like, oh, we got old school country music artists coming up. But that's just how hip hop is. Like, what's new? What's next?
Yeah.
Whether it's good or not, let's just put it out there real quick.
And it's the newest genre, really, of music. I mean, that's for the most part. I mean, you still got like the electric dance music and shit like that, but hip hop's relatively new.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a birthday coming up very soon on the 11th.
How many years?
I guarantee T-Van's the only white guy that knows that right now. Because I didn't know that at all.
I didn't know that either.
Just for all the listeners out there, in case you guys didn't know, T-Vance is the blackest white guy you ever meet.
I was accused the other day.
If you were president of the NAACP, I guarantee you'll win.
I was accused the other day of being racist.
How? What?
And here's the best part. Guess which group it was that I was accused of being racist against?
Arabic.
Whites.
White people.
I can actually believe that. Yeah, I believe that. If I make it, I like to think you didn't like white people myself. Shit.
That's hilarious. So, what do you for new music? Who you rocking to right now for like new people that are out?
I have to say, I know a lot of people are already turning against him, which I think is it's sad, but it shows where hip hop is at. Is Meek Mill. I like his album. I like Drake. I've been listening to oh god, I forgot her name. Her name is Kaya. She's got these like she used to write for like Rihanna, Katy Perry, stuff like that. She wrote like a lot of their songs. I've been listening to her. Still Toby Keith, John Mayer, Lucky Bryan. I've been listening to pretty much everything. I've been listening to like a lot of older stuff too. Just vibing out to that. Just trying to keep the flow going, like as far as like keeping it different, listening to all types of stuff.
Do you like to whip your nay?
I don't. I'm a little too old to be whipping and nay-naying and whatnot. I will say I listen to Future and Rich Homie Quan. I don't know what the hell they be saying, but they make catchy ass songs.
Dude, that song, what's the song that, ooh, 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 ooh?
Yeah.
I cannot understand a word that fucking guy says in the entire song.
See, and me and my friend April, we have come to the conclusion that the reason why their songs are so popular over and over and over again is because of the fact that you can't understand what they're saying. So you keep on listening to it in hopes that one day you're going to figure out what the fuck they just said.
And then the next thing you know, it's embedded in your brain.
Yeah, because I listen to that song all the time. It never gets old to me, but I realize the whole time I'm trying to figure out what the hell he said.
Yeah, I was doing that the other day. I was in the car and I'm like, man, I need to hear this song because I cannot understand him. Like, I really was. I was actually going to come home and look up his lyrics so I could figure out what the hell he was saying. I mean, there's like one part he's like, "Bat up, you zap dip up dip," and he throws a ooh at the end. Like, wow. I will say, I mean, I like Fetty Wap. I actually some of his stuff is kind of catchy.
Yeah, I would say that.
I don't like. I can't stand 2 Chainz.
It caught my eye. Did it?
2 Chainz. I just can't do 2 Chainz at all. He just
Titty boy.
I just do not like his music. Every time I hear him, I'm like, oh my god, it just drives me nuts.
I just like 2 Chainz just because I feel like now he's somebody who you have to say did not give up. Because he's like 2 Chainz like he's well into his 40s, and you get like if you ever look at 2 Chainz, his hands are old as fuck.
Oh, he's been in the game.
They look like they are Huh?
He's been doing this for like 20 years.
Yeah. But I'm like, like to just get finally like hot right now, like how he is. It's like it took him like this long.
No.
Because he did like with the other bad boys, that's pretty popular for a friend circle for like a couple seconds. It was pretty hot. And then to be able to still come out, I think a lot of people actually don't give him his credit just because of how long he's been doing it.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people say that they've gone through everything that he's gone through and like they're still here.
I just don't think I like the direction he took.
Yeah,
that's where he's veering
feel.
into, but
right.
And I mean that's popular music now, so I guess he was just kind of
following that money,
lane, trying to get that money, which he did. So can't hate him on for that, but I don't know. It's like when I hear a song and it's featured 2 Chainz, half the time I don't like the song. Like I'll listen to it, and then as soon as his verse comes on, I'm like, ugh.
Just I has a song with him on there that's not that bad.
Who does?
Tech Nine.
Oh, Tech Nine.
Yeah.
He's another artist that's been in the game for a long time too, and is really just kind of starting to blow up in these last like 5 years.
Yeah. He's got independent too.
Yep.
He's got a dude with him. I think his name's Hobson.
Yep.
He's pretty good.
Yep. Hobson's been out there for a while. He just signed Merce too.
Huh.
Yeah. Hobson reminds me of Eminem. He kind of like his style kind of reminds me of.
Yeah.
Like when Eminem first came out.
What do you think about the new Dre album that's coming out?
I don't know. That Compton or whatever. Cause I'm just kind of like, where did it come from? Like, it just came out of nowhere. I mean, I'm hoping it's good, but I don't know if I really care about hearing Dr. Dre rap at all.
I don't know. I mean, we were doing the track list earlier, and there's Snoop's on there, Ice Cube. There's a bunch of new people on there. Kendrick Lamar's on there, but I'm wondering if some of this music was made for Detox, and then it just kind of sat there for a while, and finally he saw that I mean, he's smart because this movie's going to be huge, and
that's what I was thinking. Because I was thinking like he was bringing the CD out more so like a soundtrack. Because they don't really make soundtracks no more. But I was like, how perfect is that to have that coincide with the movie coming out? Because that movie is going to be huge.
Oh yeah, it's going to be probably one of the biggest movies for our generation. I mean, I don't know if the younger crowd will actually watch it. I don't know.
I was going to take my son to it. I thought it would be a good hip-hop lesson.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, it's a good history lesson in general.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, that's history that happened, I mean, that helped freedom of speech when it came to music big time,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I'm kind of to the point where I'm like, man, I waited for Detox for so many years that I'm kind of like, God, this album better be fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Because the first 2 were so good, so it's like, man, you got to come out with something really good now.
And that's what I'm saying, like, even like the other songs I've heard him rap on, I was kind of like, I don't know if I really care for Dr. Dre rapping. Like, of course, obviously his music and his production is always going to be on point, but as far as like him rapping, and not even just the lyrics, like I just never really listened to him and was just like, not recently where I was just like, yo, that's dope. That's kind of like, the song's dope, but not necessarily Dr. Dre himself.
Well, yeah, and Eminem wrote a lot of his stuff,
right?
Especially on his last album. But you can kind of tell too, like if you listen to some of the lyrics, or not even the lyrics, some of the way that he raps, you can kind of tell Eminem wrote it. You know what I mean? Like where back in the day when he did it, I liked it because it was simple. He didn't try to rap fast. He didn't try to like use too many words. It was just simple, and that's what was nice about listening to Dre. It was like, you can learn his lyrics super quick,
Right.
And I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I don't know if he wrote his lyrics back then. Honestly, he might not have.
I doubt it. I know at one point Jay-Z wrote for him, which I thought was like, did you know how huge you have to be. It's like me being a musical artist and like Michael Jackson right before me. That's just like not something that just happens every day.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
obviously not now, but that's fucked. You guys
Yeah.
are ruining my shit. Look, y'all, all my little media training right out the fucking window, like, talking to you guys. Saying shit I ain't supposed to even say, just being retarded.
So what do you have planned, for the next couple months, like as far as shows go, more, new music, that kind of stuff?
Just really focusing on new music. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out like the name of my album. I don't know if I want to like drop a mixtape. I got a couple songs done now. Debating if I want to like bring them out. If I want to just, I think what I'm probably gonna do is just keep on doing open songs. Maybe get like 30 of them. Because before when I was doing music, like I didn't have like the finances to do things. So every time I got a song, like I had to do it. When I got a beat, I had to make sure it was a perfect beat because I can't afford to go back and buy another beat. So now I got a little more stuff where I can do a couple more things. So it's just like I think people are doing like maybe like 30 songs and then go through and pick like maybe like 10, probably do 15 again, just because I've kind of like done 15 so far. First two albums both have 15 songs. I think maybe that'd be like my little thing. Always have 15 songs. Always have somebody from my family on my album. My first album had my mom at the intro. Second album had like my kids where I was talking about them in my song. So I don't know about this next song. I gotta get the full length connect because have us come out and do something real quick, kill it.
Yeah, we need to come out of retirement for sure.
Call that bitch wheelchairs and dentures.
It's funny. I mean, as long as it's been since I think the last song we did together was that track "Hustle."
Yeah, that was, wasn't it?
That's the last song, and that song was dope as hell. But
we did a lot of songs that could have went.
Oh, for sure. We had that song "Wildin'." When we step up in the club, we be wildin' out. I mean, that track was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of
that whole the North Boys, that whole album was dope.
Yeah, that work that, twerk that. I like the way you do that there. Yeah, there's some. I still, I have all of our shit, man. I got the only song that I don't know why, but for some reason you did a song. God, what was the name of it? You did a solo track. I think it was one of those ones that you did when you went in the studio for like an hour. Yeah, and I do not have that anywhere. I have the beat, but I don't. Yeah, it's weird, like, because I even found one day I was looking through my stuff, and I have a portable hard drive with all that shit on there, and I found outtakes. It was like us in the booth, and it's hilarious. It's like you're like in there and you're going, "Is this thing on?" Like you're like talking into the mic and stuff. You're like, "Hey B, can you hear me out there? B, hey B, can you hear me?" And then it's like you're like, it's like you rapping over your lyrics and stuff, and like doing like the reverb and shit. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I got all that on there, but yeah, I still have. I mean, all the way from the first song we did together to the worst song we did together. Messing with the greatest. This song is horrible.
Oh my god, that is so horrible.
Every time I come about it, I'm like, I probably should delete this.
We had, like, we thought, just keep that, because we thought we had just killed it. Like, what? Across the rock and roll and the rap? Oh god, I'm move on.
So bad.
Messing with the brain, it's like,
Ugh. Garbage. It's so bad, too, because, like, there's parts on it where I think we meant to make it sound smooth, but you go like, oh, and then you go, oh, like real loud. It's like, oh, God. But, we were trying. We came out with some good stuff, though, while we were doing it, I mean, shit.
All of this was a learning experience.
Exactly. I mean, shit, you think we were doing that stuff in a frickin' mobile home bedroom, with in a frickin' closet with no air conditioning in the house.
Yeah.
Sweating our asses off. I remember we used to have Sean Ray up in there. It looked like he was going to pass out. He was breathing so hard in that damn booth.
Oh, dude had that hair patch on the back of his neck. I couldn't stop looking at it when he was sweating.
Yeah, it was funny. A couple weeks ago, we were talking about, I don't know if you saw the news, but there was a guy who got in trouble for, putting his CD in McDonald's Happy Meals.
I did see that.
Yeah, and it totally reminded me of that time me and you were at like Burger King or something. That dude gave us
Yep.
the CDs. I said, you can't knock the hustle, but oh, that shit was horrible.
Like, dude, I just want my food right now. I'm not trying to like ride out there. And it wasn't like it was professional though. It was just like one of them like your CD probably dirty as hell. You got fingerprints all over it and shit.
That's what I said about the dude at McDonald's. I said, if you would have put that in there and kept the Happy Meal toy in there, it might have been
Right.
okay. Dude, you took the toy away from the kid and then put some bunk ass CD in there that's got cuss words all over it. Like, what the hell were you
That was
thinking?
dumb. That was dumb.
Oh shit. See, that's cool. That's kind of cool that you don't really have to do that too much with, today's day and age when you can get onto Google and into iTunes and stuff like that. I mean, and kind of just let and see what happens. I mean, have you, like, how many albums have you sold? Do you ever see that number?
Yeah. So far, Bipolar is. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. I'm home.
That's gonna be kind of cool to be able to just see that,
Yeah, Bipolar right now, I've sold 1,000 CDs, 534 songs individually, and then Lion King is 627 albums and 325 songs.
That's solid,
And
man.
that's all like just sometimes people just buy like a song or two. I would tell people all the time, like dude, like you don't have to buy the whole album. You want to just like go through, pick out some songs, you can do that. So a lot of people been doing that, which is cool with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna, I'm not into like just downloading like one song because, I'm very much into buying a whole album because a lot of times when I buy an album, I might not like it at first, but after I listen to it for a little bit, it kind of grows on me. That's what happened to me with Big Boy, Sir Lucius Left Foot. I first heard that CD and I was like, God, this CD sucks. But then after so long, it started growing on me, and now I love that CD. It's like one of my favorites. So, so yeah, that's why and I'm very much I like to hear a full track list. Like how the person who was recording it actually envisioned it to be put down. Like I remember when we used to do our albums, we used to always say like, okay, we used to try to do like little interludes and intros and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And I think people got away from that a little bit from CDs. Like I think that's a good aspect, like doing little skits or whatever, just to kind of put some humor in it, something fun, I think that's always kind of cool to hear something different like that, A lot of people got away from that shit.
To me, it's a lot about having like a good time too. Like as far as it might sound, like it's definitely about having a good time. Like even like with I'm the type of person like I feel like I study a lot of artists. Like when it comes to interviews, like I watch like a lot of different interviews because I want to see like how should I talk, how shouldn't I talk, what should I say. You know what I'm saying? Like what type of things spark interest inside of the audience that's listening. And I do the same thing with my shows. Like I like to watch like a lot of different show videos because when I do my shows, like I like to do comedy and stuff and do whatever you'll do like to keep the mood light. Like I want to say this too, that so far every show that I've done by myself without any openers or nothing, I've had over 200 people every single show, and that's
awesome.
That's huge for me. And
I
think a lot of it has to do with just like putting on a good show because everybody always tells me like writing like, dude, you do like a really good show. And for me, it's like I'm just up there having fun, and I just kind of do like what I feel like people will want to see. You don't want to see somebody come up there and sing and holding their nuts and everything else. You know what I'm saying? You want to see somebody come up there and really entertain the crowd.
Well, yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons that that you have a bigger array of fans too, is because when you listen, like when I came back to Michigan and went and saw you, like you're doing more than just hip hop. So some people can listen to the hip hop part of it, some people can listen to the singing part of it, but it's like
Right.
it's nice to be able to go to a show where, like you said, you're not going to worry about, getting in a fight or, someone doing something stupid, which is unfortunately, half of different hip hop artists you go to and you see people getting shot. And, so I feel like if you surround yourself with those type of people, that's what you're going to be kind of into. But yeah, I mean, it's nice that the direction that you've taken, it's kind of set you aside from some of the other people especially in the area that you're in. It just makes it look more professional. I mean, we always tried to do that too as a younger group when we first started. I mean, but it was hard because there wasn't a lot of venues that you could perform at there. I mean, there still isn't. Unfortunately, hip hop.
I don't think you can get us either. Just 'cause, like, we look different from all the other groups. And then we didn't come here talking about the same thing. Like, we play like just feel good, real life music. We weren't trying to pretend to be something that we wasn't.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the way it should be. I mean, some people, want to come in all hard and shit, and that's fine and dandy, but you need to make sure that who you're talking to is the right people. I mean, you can't just go and do that and think that you're going to get that across to every crowd, because some people can't understand that, That's right. But it's funny because, like, people will be like, I've told people at my work and stuff like that about your story and, stuff that you're going through, and they're like, oh, well, I'd love to hear some of his stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, I could put that one song, ugh, throw up. I'm about to throw up. Yeah, no. But there's songs on the first CD that my mom listens to. You know what I mean? That.
Oh shit! Did not know that.
She thinks they're good songs. I mean, she might not be listening to lyrics as much as other people are, but some of them are considered. I would consider them almost like a love song or something like that. So I mean, it's kind of cool to that you can bridge. You kind of cross that bridge, with the older people too, to listen to some of your stuff. That's kind of a cool feeling, And even kids.
That's awesome for me.
Yeah, I mean, you got your song about your kids that that I think people can relate with too.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you watching in the background?
The Wire.
Oh, nice, good show.
I watch the show every couple of months. Just kind of remind me how life isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah, yeah, that's how Oz was for me. I hope T's gonna edit this part out, by the way. Just so you know, T had to leave because the baby was crying.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why he was being real quiet. The T, I was like, figuring he was like jacking off or something.
Yeah, he could be. Could be.
He probably is knowing T.
That might be his code word that he has to go jack off. That the baby's crying.
I don't think T-Vance would even go anywhere. I think he would just stay on here, push music, and just go to town on itself.
If that ever happens, the podcast is over. I'm done.
Oh,
like, T, I retire. Sorry, buddy.
I think, like, we're dads. That's the fucked up part. When I think about some of the stuff that we talk about, I'm like, we're fucking parents.
Yeah.
we're supposed to be adults. We have lives in our hands, and this is how we talk on a regular basis.
I have not grown up at all.
No, I don't think any of us have. Well, no, I think we definitely have. Just we still know how to be retarded.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
when I'm around my kids, I'm totally different, but, yeah.
At the birthday party, like, you, me, and HP are down there looking like three assholes. We're laughing and joking, acting stupid. And of all people, T-Vance looks like the adult out of all of us. I mean, Lamar was in there talking about, like, toxic bonds and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the fucking government. We're down there talking about, like, squirrels and Barney and shit. Looking like assholes.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta keep it a little young once in a while, I got too many damn grades in my hair, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
You definitely better edit it.
Yeah, hopefully that part's edited out too. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna do a little end thing so T can put this at the end. But so this has been the episode with RnB. You can check out RnB's music online at iTunes or Google or anywhere that you can buy music online. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and or Facebook at Star Trek RnB.
Oh yeah, and you also you have a video out on
Yeah, I got a video. Type in RnB 1275 and on YouTube, and I'm about to get it. It's a very inspirational song. It's got my children in it.
Oh yeah.
The next one I got coming out is gonna be We Got Loud. As soon as my guy finishes editing it, that'll be on there.
That's gonna be the track of the year.
Eugene's Polo is dropping this summer.
What'd you say?
I just made that up. I said Eugene's Polo is dropping this summer.
Nice.
The new hotness.
Hell yeah. Well, hey man, thanks for coming on to our podcast and.
Oh man, thank you guys. Anytime, man. Anytime.
Hell yeah, we'll definitely have you on again and talk about some crazy shit. We every show is kind of
Brian
funny.
Hatch on here with us.
What?
We got to get Brian Hatch on here with us.
Oh yeah, B Hatch will be back on again. He's actually currently moving, so he's working on a movie right now, and then he's got his podcast and stuff, and so yeah, he's getting out of Cali.
It's a good place to. I tell people all the time. I say it's a good place to do business and visit, but definitely not somewhere I want to live.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys, man, for real, for having me come on the show. Anytime, man, let me know. Yeah,
for sure. I will see you on Sunday.
All right, so I'll see you then.
All right, bro. Love you.
Let's do it. You got Vance, love you, bro.
I love you, man.
I love you too, bud.
I love you, dude.
I love you, bro, Montana.
I love you, Holmes.
I love you, Broseph Glibbles.
I love you, Machacha.
I love you, Tico Brohe.
Okay. Hey, let's continue here.
Throw up, these niggas need to grow up. I know they mad cause they done heard that we about to blow up. Throw up, these niggas need to grow up. I know they mad cause they done heard that we about to blow up. Woke up this morning, money on my mind. Shit shot was shaved and it's back to the grind. Hustle harder even though I'm signed. Clock on the wall, say that it's my time. I'm out here trying to make it. It's 100, no faking. I worked hard, I bust my ass, then got the chance and it's taken. This shit was just a warm up. Next year I'm in the game. With bipolar, this Lion King, now Star Trek about to rain. And I'm like, yeah, I know they hating, I ain't worried. I said I was keen, they ain't believe me. Don't like me now, just wait a minute. I'm about to be all on your TV. I'm motivated, I'm focused. The world mine and I know this. I'ma do it all, I promise y'all. This next year I'ma show it. To competition, I'ma curse. It's only about to get worse. So HP, I'm killing them. Gonna bring around that hearse. And he like, yeah. Time is up like the clock broke. Keep these haters on the tightrope. We got them drowning while we stay afloat. Man, he said get him, so I got him, coach. Throw up, these niggas need to grow up. I know they mad cause they done heard that we about to blow up. Throw up, these niggas need to grow up. I know they mad cause they done heard that we about to blow up.
Put me in the game, I won't hold back. Henny make it rain, they don't know that. It say welcome on my door mat, but I'm from that side of town where everything is low jacked. I push it to the limit. D-hat, I'm a D-boy, she like me, we might be on the next plane to Hawaii. My psyche say try me, I'm money, so buy me. You cannot deny me, cause the realest niggas supply me. And it is what it is, cause full cup, tipped up, nip tuck, now she looking better. Heels on, Versace sweater, I'm too cool for the Molly. Probably cause I'm top floor, probably cause I'm Hennessy and you finna see what I got in store. Yeah, I start something, I finish it, I'm in this shit to win this shit. I'm TRU like P did, they hate that I succeeded. And in the drought, catch me weeded. In the wintertime, I'm heated. In the summertime, they fall back cause I'm icy and all that shit like.
Time is up like the clock broke. Keep these haters on the tightrope. We got them drowning while we stay afloat. Man, he said get him, so I got him, coach. Throw up, these niggas need to grow up. I know they mad cause they done heard that we about to blow up. Throw up, these niggas need to grow up. I know they mad cause they done heard that we about to blow up. Yeah, it's for all the ladies out there with that good. You know you is. Well, alright. Girl, you got just what I want, so I'ma do all that I should, just so I can kick it with you. Girl, you got that good. Hope I'm not being too forward, don't get this shit misunderstood. But your body banging and my baby got that good. Yeah, that good. Yeah, that good. Yeah, that good. My baby got that good. Girl, you got just what I want, so I'ma do all that I should, just so I can kick it with you. Girl, you got that good. Damn. Excuse me for staring, but the way you doing what you doing, I ain't even caring. It should be apparent that I'm thinking about tearing all your clothes off back at the crib, fuck faces we are sharing. Let's do it. You got that Campbell soup pussy. Yeah. Good. Plus you know I keep it juicy. The neighbors won't just know my name, they gon' know all of my business. Have you yelling social security numbers when I'm in it? Yeah, I ain't finished. This just the beginning. If you say you want some more, then girl, you know I'm with it. I'm gon' go and lay that pipe, have you up all times of the night. Even though we doing wrong, you know that it feels so damn right. Girl, you got just what I want, so I'ma do all that I should, just so I can kick it with you. Girl, you got that good. Hope I'm not being too forward, don't get this shit misunderstood. But your body banging and my baby got that good. Yeah, that good. Yeah, that good. Yeah, that good. My baby got that good. Girl, you got just what I want, so I'ma do all that I should, just so I can kick it with you. Girl, you got that good.
They hating, girl, that's jealousy, cause if that thing was a felony, I'd be on death row from what your body telling me. Hot as you'll ever be, I see it in your eyes, like you was built to last. I see it in your thighs, I hear it when you moan, I know it when you scream, that it's time for your body to let off some steam. Cause when we in the sheets, we make the bed break. That's when I throw it in the drive till your legs shake.
Girl, you got just what I want, so I'ma do all that I should, just so I can kick it with you. Girl, you got that good. Hope I'm not being too forward, don't get this shit misunderstood. But your body banging and my baby got that good. Yeah, that good. Yeah, that good. Yeah, that good. My baby got that good. Girl, you got just what I want, so I'ma do all that I should, just so I can kick it with you. Girl, you got that good. You got me going, baby, I'm at full attention. Let's open up that Karma Sutra, try every position. Open it up. Did I mention that I always listen to everything that you like? I'ma have that kitty dripping. I'm your starship, take you up tonight. Let's go. If you come too soon, don't worry, baby, that's alright. It's cool. Shit, we got all night, out of mind, out of sight. Just wanna see how many times you bust before we see the light. You the best part of waking up like Folgers in my cup. Marathon sex, I'ma have you going till you had it up. I talk a lot of shit, but I can back it up. Yeah, you got that good, my baby. Now that's what's up. Girl, you got just what I want, so I'ma do all that I should, just so I can kick it with you. Girl, you got that good. Every real player should have his own theme music, you know. This right here, mine. This is what I do. Soon as I woke up this morning, I was feeling good. Holla at a couple homies, meet me in the hood. Gon' get fresh to death, yeah, super fly. Got that wide receiver swag, catch your girl eye. All white, everything, boy, I'm looking crispy. Soon as I step up out the door, I'm yelling, what up, Pipsy? I got that pedal to the metal when I'm peeling off the curb, man. I ain't so fly, I be shitting on birds. I make this stunning look stunting, but really it's nothing and I ain't frontin', cause this what I do. I make the club go ham when they put on my jam, it's gon' slam, cause this what I do. Okay, I know I stay so polite, don't ask why, cause this what I do. Got a whole lot of tats, but not for the image. Rock a little bit of ice when I'm coolin', man. Everybody know that R&B gon' do its thing. Hey yo, my shit don't bang, cause this is what I do. It's a whole lot of clothes, but they can't do it too. Gon' pop you a bottle of that rosé. Man, I'm killing this shit, nigga, OJ. Okay, please keep them haters at bay. R&B Sinatra, cause I did it my way. Flow so nice, make competition frown. These ladies field goals, I'm a fucking touchdown. I make the stunning look stunting, but really it's nothing and I ain't frontin', cause this what I do. I make the club go ham when they put on my jam, it's gon' slam, cause this what I do. Okay, I know I stand so polite, don't ask why, cause this what I do. You know I stay so clean, I'm doing my thing and I mean, cause this what I do. On a different level, you not even in the game. G6 fly, you not on the same plane. I don't know if you know, but I'm that dude. Please excuse my swag, cause sometimes it's kinda rude. You got some big dreams, but very little drive. Procrastination kills, so you there when you arrive. Cut from the same cloth, but you bustin' at the seams. From the dirty club, but I'm Hollywood clean. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Yeah, that I mean, make them slow down like they gone off that lean. R.I.P. the breed, ain't no future in your frontin'. Here's a toast to Ken who taught me superstar stuntin'. I make the stunning look stuntin', but really it's nothing and I ain't frontin', cause this what I do. I make the club go ham when they put on my jam, it's gon' slam, cause this what I do. Okay, I know I stand so polite, don't ask why, cause this what I do. You know I stay so clean, I'm doing my thing and I mean, cause this what I do.
Welcome to the meeting. Welcome to a place we call home. Welcome to a place we call home. Welcome to the meeting. Welcome to a place we call home.
Come along for a ride, a Sunday drive. Roll up a fatty. Let's get high from west to south side. Detroit to AC, the Blind Pig and Club Divine. I think I see a sign, Big Beaver, exit 69. Allen Park after dark, where I used to grind. A square hash bash, where I lose my mind. Pittsfield Township, now I'm in the bind. Hit up Greek Town, seen by the lights. Joe Louis Hockey Town, known for the fights. Oh, are you seeing the sights? Let me be polite and cordially invite you to Pinckney, where I earn my stripes. The country life, this is the Midwest Mint that we rep for all of our lives. Welcome to a place we call home. Welcome to the meeting. Welcome to a place we call home. Welcome to a place we call home. Welcome to the meeting. Welcome to a place we call home.
I'm on I-94, cruising calm and collect. Riding through the state, I can never forget. Home of the 04 NBA champs, and the music keeps bumping out the speakers and amps. Head to the Willow where I was born and raised. Ride the wide town where real players is made. Sit on below where girls drop it like it's hot. Or see the cars ride by with the rims that don't stop. Dip to Purple Red so I can get some clothes. Go to St. Andrews so a player can get chose. The home of Motown International Car Show. If you want the best steak, this is the way to go. So no matter where I'm at, all across this land, I just can't wait to get back to Michigan.
Welcome to a place we call home. Welcome to the meeting. Welcome to a place we call home. Welcome to a place we call home. Welcome to the meeting. Welcome to a place we call home.
with a player? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride with a pimp? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride?
Sit back in it, windows tinted. My whip's not rented, my seats stay fitted. I like to meet a nice bright tenant to fill it. Only mess with the best, my address reads a realist. Hear the sounds of the underground, yes I'm chillin'. Speakers bumping, tires feeling. Yeah, something when you're making a killing. And I'm grinding, stillin', and ready and willing. The cure like penicillin, top notch, top billing. Hip hop I'm feeling, and I'm not drug dealing. To make my living, it was written that I'm spitting. You rollin' with a pimp, who's pimpin' in a mint? Rim still spinning, yes I'm sinning. More or less I'm winning, fresh pressed and linen. I like my women when they swimming with diamonds the size of lemons. I'm on the rise, I surprise this whole game quick. It's a trick that I flip this whole game shit. I want this whole thing grip. Is that a homeboy hit running the slip? Yeah, it's TD's a pimp.
Do you wanna ride with a player? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride with a pimp? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? P-I-M-P. Players in many places, y'all done heard about me. Not cocky but confident. That's cause so many girls give me compliments. Like you so fly, you so cool. Tell me RnB, can I ride with you? You know me, I'm tight with that. But let me tell you something before you lean back. I'm a pimp, that ain't gon' change. These haters kick dirt on my name. They always be talking bullshit. That's why I be fucking they hood chicks. Don't hate the player, just hate the game. And maybe one day you can have the same. But till then, your talk is cheap. So save a lot and don't talk to me. Do you wanna ride with a player? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride with a pimp? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride?
I got chicks all around me, even my shadow is macking, so I can see all these haters around me. Black, white, Asian, Italian girls saying that Tay's amazing. The doc is in and I'm seeing patience, but lock the door, a room for the days in. Don't be shocked to score the sirens blazing for one more round of hardcore tasting. With your body basted, let's just face it, we both look good, straight but naked. I wish you would stop your shaking, the issue's good, but I've been faking. I kiss you once for not breaking, now it's time to go, you score low and you rank it. You messing with a player and a pimp, not Clay Aiken.
Do you wanna ride with a player? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride with a pimp? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? I love girls, 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 girls I do adore. From the good looking chicks to around the way freaks, all the way to the pretty whores. Now that's pimping, you undersmell me. I pop my collar while I'm sipping Belby. Pimp cup filled up to the top, with something to make the girls flock. I'm smelling good, looking the same. Half the ladies in here just want my last name. They all wanna go so far, so they roll with the superstar. Look baby girl, if you want the same, ride with the player and you'll never complain. Cause I'm not a lame, it's not the fame. You're just talking to a pimp with a whole lot of game. Do you wanna ride with a player? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride with a pimp? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride with a player? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride with a pimp? Come on and ride with me. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna ride? Pimp daddies. Think I'm going insane. So much is on my mind, messing with my brain. I think I'm going insane. So much is on my mind, messing with my brain. This is one of those songs that make you just sit back and scream out, whoa, 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 whoa. This is one of those songs that make you just sit back and scream out, whoa, whoa, I'm tired of my job, my boss getting on my nerves. If I didn't have a son, I'd probably kick it to the curb. My car no late, and my rent is due. And I just got a letter, now I'm getting fucking sued. A everyday struggle is a everyday hustle. I feel like with my money, it's a everyday tussle. Like who's gonna get this, and who's gonna get that? I try to move forward, but I just keep falling back. Keep my life on track, I think I might snap. Having serious thoughts of trying to attack. I'm going insane, and that's a matter of fact. I need to maintain, but I think I'm setting the track.
Think I'm going insane, going insane. So much is on my mind, messing with my brain, messing with my brain. Think I'm going insane, going insane. So much is on my mind, messing with my brain, messing with my brain. This is one of those songs that make you just sit back and scream out, whoa, 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 whoa. This is one of those songs that make you just sit back and scream out, whoa, 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 whoa.
Man, I'm standing on my 2 feet, hustling on the grind. And every time I shine, I feel my life is on the line. My tears are hard to hide from the shit that's on my mind. My fears have disappeared, but I feel I'm leading the blind. I'm looking in the mirror, but all I see is the strife. I hope that it gets clear, cause I'm sick of being trife. No wife, no rights, just me and my mic. All fight, no price, I need a blunt and I'm tight. I got a bunch of bills piling up to a serious height. I'm a curious white, Italian-American bright, who's really not caring if he's hated alike. But please stop staring, swearing away at my mind. I feel like I'm stressing, tearing away at these questions. Just pass me a drink to unwind. As I grab a Smith & Wesson, I think my only remedy that I'm addressing, I need to get signed. I'm on a crash course, feel like I'm just being timed. I push fast forward to see where I end up in my prime. Lord, please send me a sign. I think I see the light, but it's fading fastly at night.
Think I'm going insane, going insane. So much is on my mind, messing with my brain, messing with my brain. Think I'm going insane, going insane. So much is on my mind, messing with my brain, messing with my brain. This is one of those songs that make you just sit back and scream out, whoa, 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 whoa. This is one of those songs that make you just sit back and scream out, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, oh, do you wanna party with us? Oh, do you wanna party with us? Oh, do you wanna party with us? Oh, do you wanna party with us?
I'm having a party, who brought the drinks? In room 1 getting naughty, room 2 just sinks. We puffing the trees until our eyes can't open. How the hell did all this shit get broken? When we enter the house, receive a token and jump on for a ride with a pimp who's poking. Room 3, there's no charge, this party is free. But if you don't have some weed or drink, it's time to leave. Room 4, that's straight hardcore. The cake just tapped, who's headed to the store? It's like 1 in the morning, yeah, I'm ready for more. I was steady then felt heavy and fell to the floor. Woke up on the floor and I'm home on tour. Detroit, Miami, or the Jersey Shore. Feel like I just got back from the war, cause when it rains it's pour, so pour me some more. I think I hear someone at the front door. I open it up, 4 strippers to the door. I hope they're good tipper, I felt like Jack Tripper. This party just stopped, man, these girls are bored, because I can't afford to pay these whores. So I close this door and we party some more.
Oh, do you wanna party with us? Oh, do you wanna party with us? It's like, oh, do you wanna party with us? Oh, do you wanna party with us?
Happy birthday, I brought you a gift. A bottle of Bacardi, not a pint, but a fifth. Fill this cup up so we can all take a sip. The night is young, so let's all get ripped. I brought some trees, who's down to take a hit? Just make sure you take 2 and pass that shit. And I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't pass it to the girl with the cold sore on her lip. To the dance floor where we slide and dip. Lights flash and I start to trip. Games of 21, I bust with 26. Damn, you sank my battleship. Now it's off to the fridge to grab another beer. Speakers bumping loud, I can barely hear. Staring at girls, but my vision ain't clear. Looking at her headlights, I feel like a deer. clash. Bump into a guy and make the beer splash. Now he's beating my ass. I got a black eye, bloody lip, broken nose for trying to mac on some hoe that's spoken foe. Trying to catch a cab and I'm low on dough. That's the way life goes.
Like, oh, do you wanna party with us? Oh, do you wanna party with us? Like, oh, do you wanna party with us? Oh, do you wanna party with us?
This podcast was produced by BHatch Books. BHatchBooks.com. Music for this podcast was provided by T Vance. Find his music at ReverbNation.com/T Vance.
Thanks for listening.